Hello and welcome from Novo Mesto nad Metuje. New city on the Metuje River, I think, with a sick Haley, a frustrated mummy, a baby that pooed everywhere.
All over the place.
All over the place, and mummy had to clean it while daddy got us some nice coffee. Mummy doesn't know if she wants to cry or laugh, but that's the life of a traveling family.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. So we're sitting here. We each got ourselves some really nice chicken burgers from that place.
Celadon.
And
Maybe that has
we got some chicken, eggs, and salad. Yum.
You know what? I thought this trip not gonna go anywhere after what this little one did. But I think this burger can make it up and together with this coffee.
We are now walking in the central part of Central Square of Novo Mesto nad Metuje, the old castle Rad area.
Did you notice it's again arches?
Again, arches. It's a whole area of arches, but we'll show you that later. It's believed that the very first stone of this whole complex, including the castle that we're going to go to, and I'll tell you more about that now, was laid on the 10th of August in 1501 here in Czech Republic by a Czech owner, of course, who owned the estate.
You know what I like? That all of the squares having these little stones to give this
Those little stones.
medieval feeling.
And the castle that we're going to now is actually said to be one of the most beautiful castles in Czech Republic.
And apparently there is this little wooden bridge.
This everyone and no one talks about a wooden little bridge that's quite picturesque. Not a lot of Western tourists come here, but we're gonna go in and investigate. And just so you know, there's another little part of this town or a municipal area called Kirchen, which is one of the oldest inhabited Slavic settlements in Czech Republic. I think somewhere around 800 AD, something like that.
Look at that.
And here is that beautiful castle.
Wow. It's big.
Apparently it has been reconstructed a few times, I guess, or renovated, but in an Art Deco style. I'm no expert on styles, but I know that things like Renaissance, Art Deco and Baroque are things that I like and my wife likes. But, yeah.
Wow.
Currently this castle is owned by a family that's spread all over the world.
I think they live in US.
Mostly in US, but one of the owners actually that administers the castle lives here locally in Czech Republic apparently. This castle was also owned by the Austro-Hungarian Empire, as a matter of fact, at some stage. As you can see, it needs a little bit of love still. So what they do is they organize tours in the castle and they use those funds to actually pay for the maintenance. But they need obviously a little bit more money. What would this place be like in the summer?
As you see, there's all these trees and bushes. I think it's full of roses, and I think it looks amazing. I just imagine sitting and drinking coffee in the middle of this square and like listening this beautiful music. Oh, I love it.
Someone's playing some hardcore piano in there. I don't know who that is, but probably Bach's cousin or something. I don't know. As always, Hayley, the expert in travel, adventure and exploration. Can you tell us, what do you think of this castle?
It's beautiful.
Yes? Would you live here?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The famous wooden bridge that no one knows what it's famous for. I'm just kidding. I was trying to look for history on the bridge itself, but it was just part of the estate. However, it is very beautiful. At the end of the garden we have this beautiful tree. Look at those colors. And here you see the entire heritage of this place on the wall. Starting over there. Jan Czerczyński, I think. The Perstein family. Look at that. And you see the whole timeline from 1600s all the way to 1800s, all the way to the Barton family in the 1900s. I know. One thing I forgot to mention is that you can get a hotel room here in the castle. And that tower over there, there's like 2 or 3 rooms. And it's pretty cheap. And you feel like what it is, or sort of, to live in a castle like this. Because it's not that luxurious and they have quite a lot of the old furniture and stuff still in there. One thing that I'm really sad about is the fact that due to the COVID crisis and everything, you know, a lot of places had to close, and you know, they didn't have customers, and obviously the cash flow stopped. And here in the castle grounds is a place called Zamek Bar Restaurant. Now, they made literally like some of the best food ever, and just the whole atmosphere under the ground where it is, it was just like another world. In my opinion, it was one of the best restaurants in Czech Republic. Sadly, when I called him to make a reservation the other day, I found out that they were closed. Of course, that that takes away some of the good feelings I have about this place, but it's really more sad than anything else. On this side of the castle, I found a whole underground tunnel system. Obviously it's locked and I'm not going to do anything illegal, but I would really love to see what's down there. I don't have my lighting module on, but at least you can have some sort of an idea, you know, what's down there. It goes down at a descent of, I don't know, a grade of maybe 30. So it must be quite deep, and you can imagine back in the day these tunnel systems were quite elaborate, especially throughout the whole Czech Republic. There's another place, Znojmo, a whole city with like 27 or something kilometers of tunnels under the ground. So you could expect that in a place like this as well. We have found this back alley that opens up to some amazing views over the valley at the back of this town square. Maybe not a lot of people go there, but I encourage you to do so. It's so beautiful. And this is the valley that I'm talking about. It's just so beautiful. People live in this area actually, and I do believe that's the Metui there, going straight through the residential properties. Look at this rock / slate bed reinforcement, as you can see here. Now, the last time we were here, babe, can you tell them what the kind of scenery was like?
Oh, it was misty, and it was like you are somewhere in the medieval
Period.
or some vampire period or something.
Hashtag we don't believe in vampires,
Yeah.
but anyway.
It was something unreal. It was super magical. Maybe if we find the video, we can put it here.
Yeah.
It's wow. It's on the rocks.
Come through this little back alleyway and you end up here. It's just such an amazing view. And there's a really fancy hotel in this area if you're into that. Hotel Rajka Zarara, something like that. I know my pronunciation is not really good. Right there, that pink one over there. It actually has a restaurant overlooking the entire valley, and then a swimming pool area, and you know, whatever else you're into. Right, now we are going to go to Kärchen, I believe. That old town that I was talking about. We actually don't know what it looks like. So we'll see you there. I also forgot to mention this place is known for watchmaking. A lot of people live and work here in the factories. Work in the factories and live here, and they make watches. Here are some of the examples. I think it's a Prim company. And it drives quite a large part of the economy here. So did some googling about the little town we're going to go to, Kärchen, actually. A predecessor of Novo Mesto, not Metui, and it was actually from the 7th to the 8th century that this place, where they found the earliest documentation of it. This documentation came from a guy called John of Luxembourg. Kärchen is a bit of a bust. It's like nothing left of the city or town, and it's just a residential area. As you can see. And in that field far away, that is where the remnants of it was supposed to be. But from us here in Kherchen, a bust city or town, we wish you a lovely day. Till next time, ciao.